All right, we've all heard how the Huffington Post was acquired for $315 million by AOL, and the fact is SEO, or search engine optimization, is a big part of its success and its ability to bring in tons of traffic to its site. In fact, the New York Times said the Huffington Post's skill at using SEO tactics to increase readership and revenue was one of the ways it made itself worth $315 million. And it's not just the Huffington Post. In fact, just about any website dependent on content and readership uses SEO. SEO is an extremely important part. In fact, Demand Media, and one of its main sites is eHow, is extremely dependent on SEO writing, and recently it raised $151 million in a public offering. So obviously SEO writing is extremely valuable when done well. So let's take a look at the Huffington Post and how it does it. Now, I'm not saying that it's the sole reason for its success. It does a lot of things well, including engaging readers, but getting traffic through search engine optimization really is a critical part of the Huffington Post. So let's take a look. There's been some talk lately about Facebook acquiring Twitter, essentially a Twitter takeover. So let's see what happens here if we put Twitter takeover into Google. All right, let's scroll down a bit here. Twitter takeover. And there we see the Huffington Post. It's about fifth down. And just want to point something out here. This number here, 61,200,000, that means the Huffington Post has over 61 million pages indexed in Google. So it shows you how strongly it works on getting its pages into Google. So let's click here. All right, we can see in the headline here we have Twitter and takeover, so we have that there. And it's essentially a Reuters article. They may have changed a few words here and there, or they may have just taken the press release as is, but we know the article has takeover and Twitter in there, and it's in the headline. Now I want to show you what else they've done very successfully, and that is a lot of interlinking, which means linking within the site. We have here Twitter acquisition. So we know a number of people will probably put Twitter acquisition into Google. So it has a link going out, and you can be sure it'll have a link coming back in. So as you can see, it is set up a landing page for Twitter acquisition. It's not much of a page, but its sole purpose really is to track all the people that are putting in Twitter acquisition into the search into Google, and it'll take them right back to the Twitter and takeover talks article. We click that, and sure enough, we're back. So you know that it has used that interlinking to attract people putting in Twitter acquisition. We have Twitter takeover. Even this is to capture the people who are going into its technology section. So we have a link going out, and here we have Huffington Post technology section. Scroll down a bit. And there it is. Twitter takeover talks. We click this, that'll take us right back to the article. So it's using this interlinking back and forth to capture the people who are coming in from the technology news section. It's also got links to Facebook. Now, when I say links to Facebook, it's actually a section within Huffington Post. So the Huffington Post is not linking outside the Huffington Post. It's interlinking within the. So if we click, for instance, Facebook, okay, it's taken us to a page with a lot of stories about Facebook. And there we have it, Twitter takeover talks, and that's going to lead us right back. So you get a sense of how it's using keywords, Twitter takeover, related keywords such as Twitter acquisition, and interlinking back and forth to strengthen its search engine optimization for this story about Twitter takeover. And this is really just one tiny example. It's doing this constantly for many different keywords, and that's how they have over 61 million pages indexed. And if you're wondering how they're making money on this, you know, as you can see, they got an ad right here. Don't know what that will cost. And then, sure enough, scroll down a little bit. A Siemens ad, probably a nice rate for that, and that's how they do it.